very explosive. I love watching him fight because one of the best intros in Karate Combat. He coming out dancing every time.
For sure,
He's
yeah.
coming out dancing, and then he's gonna come and he's gonna throw. He's gonna do the same exact thing as you would. Is
Definitely.
coming there, high level kicks, high level striking, just showing and entertaining the fans along with doing what you got to do to get it done to get the win.
100%.
So
Yeah. And I think
yeah,
that's one of the cool things about our style too. Like everyone sees it as like super, super flashy, which it is. But the stuff that we're doing is in our mind, it just makes sense to do it that way.
yeah,
For someone to come forward and just the automatic switch back kick or two touch back kick, stuff like that. For us is just it's just natural and makes sense for us. I actually taught a seminar with Ray back in March, and it was cool, to be teaching with one of my idols and just have those conversations about how things are so natural. We were teaching the seminar, and a lot of stuff that we're teaching, was the exact same stuff. So yeah, it's cool. How similar our brains are.
yeah.
I call him goat. He calls me baby goat. So it's a cool,
Dope.
yeah, it's a cool relationship that we have.
That's super dope. Another one of the big point karate guys we got, and just in general from the karate and kickboxing world, is Ross Levine. What's the is there a relationship there with you and him? Have y'all had any talks about coming to Karate Combat? Have you like asked him about anything in his experience or anything like that?
Oh yeah, for sure. So in my local league for point fighting, it's called Crane. I grew up in every weekend I was watching Ross fight. So we have a good relationship. I've known him since I was a kid. We actually talked in April about the karate combat stuff. He just opened up his gym. He just told me like anytime I want to get some work in. He kind of extended that invitation over to me. Um, and yeah, it's just cool. He loves what I'm doing with the sport. I think he did an interview. I'm not sure if it was with you guys, but he was just talking about kind of how, I do get to travel so much, with the
Yeah.
point fighting. And, I'm killing it with that. So yeah, we've definitely had conversations, and he's giving me tips and advice on things that I need to do in order to make that transition.
Yeah. Ross is a good dude. Yeah, we did talk to him on the podcast about you
Yeah,
before as one of the potential guys, kind of like from that karate world, because the whole thing now with Karate Combat is that the rule set has evolved, and a lot of guys from different, styles of martial arts have come in, right?
yeah,
We have some boxers, we got Muay Thai people in there, we have kickboxers in there, and we also have guys who come from point karate.
yeah, yeah.
The thing is, outside of Ross and a few other guys like Raymond Daniels, the point karate guys haven't really held their own lately. So it's kind of been that back
100%.
and forth. And
Yeah,
the conversation that we're having is who would be next up, right? Who would be one of the people that could come in and kind of change the perspective of the point karate guys when it comes to full contact. And you were one of the names that was brought up. So, you know, in great regards from a former champion, somebody who left
sure.
on top, had a crazy amazing walk-off
Yeah,
knockout.
yeah,
That head kick was insane. I was there and
yeah.
I watched his head open up when he kicked him. I was like, oof. I was
Crazy.
like, boy. I told Ross after, I said, Ross, you's a
You're a
bad
bad dude.
dude, bro. You a bad dude. That's that Brooklyn. I'm trying to tell y'all,
Yeah.
y'all better stay out of Brooklyn. We'll play. We'll play, man. Shout out Brooklyn, man. But shout out Ross. Yeah, doing great things with the gym up there. I love to see him and his wife are really getting into like just being gym owners and having fun
Yeah, it's
creating the
awesome.
content. It's super, super amazing to see. And I also, it's the good work. I was telling him the other day, I was like, keep doing what you're doing. I mean, you're creating the next generation of potential karate combat fighters,
For
potential
sure.
UFC fighters, potential anything. And the whole thing with him is he didn't go in on a hey, we're looking for the best next fighters. He was like, I just want to teach people martial arts. And that's what he
Exactly.
told
Yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah.
He's
For
like,
sure.
I just want to teach. I don't
For
I don't
sure.
want to, I'm not looking for the next Bailey Murphy. I'm not looking for the next, Conor McGregor or the next so and so. I'm just looking to train people who want to learn martial arts. And if we get something out of there, then we get something out of there. But other than that, he's just doing the good work. And so it's
100%.
beautiful to
Yes, sir.
see.
Yeah, it's great
It's
to see.
beautiful to see, man. Well, I mean, and you are too. Like you're doing seminars all around the world. It's absolutely insane. I want to ask another question, kind of like what Mal asked you earlier, of like one of the places you went. But what's one of the people that you met? You were like, damn, I just met so and so.
When I moved to Orlando in December, I started training. I actually had a full contact fight last March, but when I first moved to Orlando, I started training at Fusion.
Yeah,
Yeah, Fusion XL. So, my first my first sparring session, Julian, the head coach there, he had me go over and fight Lyoto. So it was super cool to meet him. Super cool to spar with him, trade punches, trade kicks. So that was one of the coolest experiences I think I've had, and that was inside of the U.S. But outside of the U.S., I can't say that I've met anyone too crazy.
Yeah,
Honestly, yeah. But yeah, fighting Lyoto was super cool.
I mean,
It's awesome.
that's
He's
one of
always
my
there,
guys.
still getting his work in. So that was a
Yeah.
great experience for me for sure.
You ever had a chance to run anything with Weber, his protege,
It's, it's
Almeida? He's one of the karate combat guys that we got over there. Weber Almeida,
nah,
silverback gorilla.
nah, I
He's
haven't.
a welterweight guy, I want to say.
I
Yeah,
think
he's
it's also
welterweight. Yeah. He's
nah.
nasty though. You should check him out. He comes, I want to say he's done some stuff in the karate world. I don't want to lie and say he did point fighting.
Yeah,
I know for a fact that he does
might
karate,
have
like
been
he has
W,
forms
might
and
have been
stuff.
WK, might have been WKF.
Yeah. But super dope. One of
Yeah.
my favorite fighters are watching karate combat. He's really electric. He goes by the silverback gorilla. The way he fights, his back is kind of like curved in, so he kind
Hmm.
of looks like how gorillas when they walk.
Hmm.
So it's really dope to see. And he's one of Lyoto's protege, so very high
Okay, so
on,
yeah, I gotta check him out.
yeah, very high on the karate, the kicks. It's crazy. He's doing spinning kicks, all types of shit
Oh,
in
that's
the
what's
in the
up.
pit. Yeah, yeah, he's dope. He's dope.
That's what's up.
I would imagine I would have thought y'all would have sparred or something. Y'all both
Yeah.
very high level when it comes to stuff like that. He's really dope. Somebody too who's like kind of moving up in the ranks of karate combat might be talking about some title contention real soon. Lyoto also corners him when he does fight. So that's like the times we get to see Lyoto. I don't see him much.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
is an ambassador for karate combat, but
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. Oh, that's
yeah,
what's up.
our ambassador is Stephen Thompson,
Okay. Yep.
Lyoto Machida, Voss Rutten, who also is the chairman,
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
and then GSP.
Okay. Okay.
Those are all of the ambassadors of karate combat. Yeah. So GSP comes around every once in a while. He'll come and commentate.